reading Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. There he is with this little flower thing, I guess. This was made in 1954 for my great friend Mitsunji Nakawama of Kyoto, Japan. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Nole, in the heat of the day, in the cold of the pole, he was splashing and enjoying the jungle's great joys when Horton the elephant heard a small noise. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked toward the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There was no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for help. "I'll help you," said Horton. "But who are you?" "Where?" He looked and looked, and he could see nothing there but a small speck of dust blowing through the air. I'm gonna pause it. Oh, it's a boy. "I say," murmured Horton, "I've never heard tell of a small speck of dust that is able to yell. So you know what I think. Why, I think that there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust, some sort of creature of very small size, too small to be seen by elephant's eyes." It was like a board or something. Some poor little person who's shaking with fear that he'll blow in the pool and he has no way to steer. I'll just have to save him, because after all, a person's a person no matter how small. There's the speck. So gently, and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk in the air, and he lifted the dust speck and carried it over and placed it down safe on the very soft clover. Huffed a voice. It was a sour kangaroo. The young kangaroo in her pouch said, too. "Why, that speck is so small as the head of a pin. A person on that? Why, there never has been." Okay, there she is, making fun of him. Okay, so there they are standing around. Oh, this tablet gets so dirty. It's like some kind of everything clings to it. "Believe me," said Horton, "I tell you sincerely, my ears are quite keen. I heard him quite clearly. I know there's a person down there. What's more likely than there's two, even three, even four. Quite likely. A family for all we know. A family with children just starting to grow. So please," Horton said, "as to favor me, try not to disturb them. Just please let them be." It's a flower. There she is, splashing in. "I think you're a fool," laughed the sour kangaroo, and the young kangaroo in her pouch said, "Me too." And that's the biggest blame fool in the jungle of Nole, and the kingdom plunged in the cool of the pool. What terrible splashing! The elephant friend. "I can't let my very small person get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than they." So he plucked up the clover and hustled away. There's the monkeys and other animals. Through the high jungle tops, the news quickly spread. He talks to the dust speck. He's out of his head. Just look at him walk with that speck on the flower. And Horton walked, roaring almost an hour. Should I put the speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, those small persons may come with great harm. I can't put it down, and I won't. After all, a person's a person no matter how small. Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint he could hardly hear it. "Speak up, please," said Horton. He put his ear near it. "My friend," came the voice, "you're a very fine friend. You've helped all of us folks on this dust speck no end. You've saved all our houses, ceilings, and our floors. You saved our churches and grocery stores." He's listening. They're all playing and mowing and stuff. Doing work. Town hall. "You mean," Horton gasped, "you have buildings there too?" "Oh yes," piped the voice, "we most certainly do." "I know," called the voice. "I'm too small to be seen, but I'm mayor of a town that's friendly and clean. Our buildings to you would have been terribly small, but to us who aren't big, they're wonderfully tall. Our town is called Whoville, for I am a Who, and the Whos are all thankful and grateful to you." And the Horton called back to the mayor of the town, "You're safe now. Don't worry. I won't let you down. But just as he spoke to the mayor of the speck, wait a second, Whoville. Oh. But just then he spoke to the mayor of the speck, the 3 jungle monkeys climbed up Horton's neck. The Wigglesam brothers came shouting, "What rot! The settlement's taking to the Whos who are not, and there aren't any Whos, and you don't have a mayor, and they don't have a mayor, and they're going to stop all this nonsense." So they're just trying to take this back. They snatched Horton's clover. They carried it off to the black-bottomed eagle named Bladikoff. Mighty strange eagle, very soft wing, and they said, "Will you kindly get rid of this thing?" And before the poor elephant could even speak, that eagle flew off the flower with the flower in his beak. So there they are. He took it. Ooh, so it's kind of dark looking. All the late afternoon and far into the night, that black-bottomed bird flapped his wings in fast flight while Horton chased after going over stones that tattled his toenails and battered his bones, and begged, "Please don't harm all my little folks who have as much right to live as the bigger folks do." But far, far behind him, the eagle kept flapping over her shoulder, called back, "Quit your yapping. I'll fly the night through. I'm aboard. I don't mind it. I'll hide this tomorrow where you'll never find it." There he is, very tired, and he's putting that in the field. And at 6:56 the next morning he did it. It was sure a terrible place that he hid it. He let the small clover drop somewhere inside of great patches of clover 100 miles wide. "Find that," sneered the bird, "but I think you will fail." And he left with a flap of his black-bottomed tail. "I'll find it," cried Horton. "I'll find it, or bust. I shall find my friends on a small speck of dust." And clover by clover with great care, he picked up and sorted them, and he called, "Are you there?" But clover by clover, he found that the one that he sought for was just not around. And by the noon, poor old Horton, more dead than alive, had picked, searched, piled up 9,005. So there he is, very tired. Some mountains and stuff. Okay, so there he is, trying to find it. Then on through the afternoon, after an hour, You filled them at last. One on the 3 millionth flower, my friends, cried the elephant. Tell me. Do tell. Are you safe? Are you sound? Are you whole? Are you well? From down the specs came the voice of the male. Well, we've really had trouble, much more than our share. When the black-bottomed body let go and he dropped, we landed so hard that our clocks have all stopped. Our 2 teapots are broken, our rocking chair is smashed, our bicycle tires all blew up when we crashed. So Horton, please, pleaded the voice of the mayor's, will you stick by us? Who's while making repairs? Of course, Horton answered. Of course I will stick. I'll stick to you by the small folds, through thin and through thick. So everybody's trying to fix stuff. Oh, a lot of things are broken. Okay, there they are again. Humped the voice. For almost 2 days you've run wild and insisted on chatting with persons who've never existed. Such carryings on about peace in our peaceful jungle. We've had quite enough of your bellowing bungle, and I'm here to state, snapped the big kangaroo, that your silly nonsensical game is all through. And the young kangaroo in a pouch said, me too. There he is, trying to wander in. Okay, so there's the pot. With the help of wicklesome brothers and dozens of wicklesome uncles and wicklesome cousins and wicklesons-in-law whose help I've engaged, we're going to be whipped and you're going to be caged. And as for your dust bag, ha! That shall boil in a steaming hot kettle of hazelnut oil. Boil it, gasped Horton. Oh, you can't do. It's all for persons. They'll prove it to you. Okay, so there. He's very upset. Mr. Mayo, Horton called. Mr. Mayo, you've got to prove now that you really are there. So call a big meeting, get everyone out, make every who holler, make every who shout, make every who scream. If you don't, every who is going to end up in hazelnut stew. So there is Boyd. And down to the dust bag, the scared little mayor quick called a big meeting in Whoville Town Square, and his people cried loudly. They called out in fear, we are here, we are here, we are here, we are here. So everybody's coming out, pretty much, trying to save them. The elephant smiled. That was clear as a bell. You kangaroo surely heard that very well. All I heard, snapped the big kangaroo, was this breeze and the faint sound of wind through the far dust trees. I heard no small voices, and you didn't hear. And the young kangaroo in a pouch said, me either. So there they are, looking very happy with themselves, except her. Grab him, they shouted. In the cage of bait dove, lasso his stomach within 10 miles of rope, tie the knots tight so he'll never shake loose, and dunk that dumb speck in the hazelnut juice. Horton fought back with great vigor and vim, but the Withersham gang was too much for him. They beat him, they mauled him, they started to haul him in a cage, but he managed to call the mayor. Don't give up. I believe in you all. A person's a person, no matter how small, and a very small person will not have to die if you make yourselves heard, so come on now and try. So there they are, yelling to get him. Okay, so they're trying to make more noises. The mayor grabbed a tom-tom. He started to smack it. And all over Whoville, they whooped up a racket. They rattled tin kettles. Okay, I'm going to stop here right now.